Why, hello there. You already know what it is. We're back at it again with some more Final Fantasy 16. Oop. And we are gonna start with doing some side missions.
Do you have a moment, Sid?
Which team?
Coles. They were sent to liberate a carriage of... They were moving in for their assault when the carriage was attacked, but a Cursebreaker managed to release a Stolas amid the confusion. They should be back by now. I can't help but worry.
They know the work is dangerous.
But what if I've got them all? Before they go out, I always remind them why but I never really thought how my words might affect them. What risks they might take because of the things
I'll go get them.
Thank you, Sid. The plan...
That should be enough to go on.
Alright.
Clive.
Talia. How's Jill?
Recovering, but she still needs her rest.
Of course. Take good care of her, won't you?
I'll do my best. Oh, Gav was looking for you. He said he had something to show you in the shelves.
The shelves. Oh, that's right. He went to ask up. He must have found something.
Yeah. Yes, I would like to ask about Torvald, because that was insane.
You have the look of a man with the twin.
Talia has tasked me with removing a Cursebreaker's I don't think I can do it. I'm afraid of what happens if I fail. Is it really?
You don't need me to answer that. I hope as much as you that one day bearers can walk among others as equals. And we must lift that. The operation may be dangerous.
I know. But griping about...
I know you will.
Unfortunately, the first thing that needs to... Something I can't do.
Just tell me what you need.
I'll find what you got.
You'll go.
Well, what you need, brother.
No one knows Herblore. Unfortunately for you, I do.
Alright, cool. Nice. We got our targets. Let's go hunting. Literally exactly where I need to go for two of those things. Usually whatever I'm looking for is in its own little secluded area. What? Never mind. Found ya. Alright, dork.
Take us unawares, did you? Over here! This one! Over here! This one!
Oh, you dork.
This one!
The fuck is Stonga? Seems like a new one. Can you throw the fire again? I'd really appreciate it. Oh, thanks.
Kill! Get him! Get him! Get him! This one!
Pull down. No, not what I wanted. Dual cast. Why don't you go to heaven? Oof. Get down here. Oof. Alright, let's get some health back. Ooh-yeah, ooh-yeah, ooh-yeah. Oh no, wrong ability. Oh no. Ah. Get down here. Oof. Get cooked. Woo! That thing was giving me a run for my money. That thing was stupid. Level up, though.
Well, it's dead
Right.
now. Whatever it was.
Thank God. Oh, you guys okay?
Cole. I'm
Just about. Sid,
Doris sent me to find you.
I sent a runner to the Dame in Northreach.
Well, I'm here now.
Only some. The rest locked themselves in the slaver's carriage. I want to help them, Sid. But
You made the right decision.
the goblins may
You have duties to attend
Yeah,
to here.
and I'm the goat,
See to the...
so I'll take care of it.
And please.
I don't care about no goblins.
I won't let that...
Thank you.
Don't thank me just yet.
Oh, they're like right there. Alright, well, let's get into business.
They're trying to get into the carriage.
Hello, you dorks. Oodia, oodia, and oodia. Oh, Jesus. Alright, I gotta get rid of these guys. Alright, buddy. You wanna try it again?
Come on.
I don't know what happened. My brain turned off. Ooh yeah. Too badass.
This one. Over here.
You wanna try it again? Fula!
Slow. This one. Too slow. Over here.
So anyways,
Get him.
get cooked. Don't talk to me ever again, you're bad. But let's get these people out of here. I'm the best in the world.
A friend. Are there any more survivors?
I totally don't see any raptors behind you.
Why didn't you flee with the others?
Why should we run?
Perhaps. Freedom, safety. The life you've been...
Sid, I couldn't just let you... You weren't too late then.
This man risked his life to save.
Fine.
What we'll do with you is take you to safety.
You can leave the rest to us, Sid.
Thank you. I'll...
Nice. Back to the hideout then.
Sid, what if I just... Or maybe I wouldn't.
Cole and the others got home safely.
No, I was lucky. I've been tracking... What kind of leader? I should have urged greater caution, told...
We swore the same oath as you, Doris.
It's good to see you safe and well, Cole.
With all due respect...
No worries.
We Cursebreakers, no one without Sever joins our ranks.
It was their choice to go out there and fight, and that should be honored.
How much bravery there.
Cole, I never... Thank you. I sometimes wonder if I might... But...
You will.
Cool beans. Head up to the infirmary.
I hope you didn't have too much trouble.
Nope, crushed it.
Only the usual.
Oh, yes.
You'll do fine.
Thank you. I'm sorry. The brand is more than just ink on flesh. It's one ill-conceived incision, a single slip, and the poison fouls the patient's blood. Failure means death, and even success means tremendous... I became a physiker to help people.
Cursebreakers lead hard lives. They toil in the shadows. And yet we never won for volunteers.
Conviction?
They're willing to fight. I know your work isn't easy.
You sound like it's natural for a patient to feel like they're suffering. Thank you for helping me remember.
Hells yeah.
Clive, where have you been? I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgal. Where did you get him, like, in the first place?
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and...
What do you reckon, Tomes?
It certainly adds weight to the theory. Clive,
I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but a rare frostwolf, an animal native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf who served as guardian to an ancient queen of the north. Such was his mastery over ether, he could cast magics on Kund. His name was Fenrir.
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
Oh, wow.
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva, a girl from the Northern Terrace and her faithful hound. One awakens as the dominant of Shiva, and the other?
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers?
What?
Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, his powers awakened, just when his master needed him the most.
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Quite. Though Torgal's power is his own, his latent birthright as a Frostwolf, it had only to be unlocked.
Wow.
Get you, Torgal.
So you can just do that now?
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
And regarding your original concern, you need not fear for
Oh,
Torgal's
thank
life.
God.
Why, the beast has the apid behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
There you are! I've been looking everywhere for you. Bernard's here. I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
Alright. Oh, damn, it sounds like they're cooking in there.
It is.
Oh, they're just
Well, look at the
Clive
minute we have
popping
you.
into the...
You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna work with just you wait.
Then I look forward to seeing. Now that that's settled, I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
Thanks for letting me do this, Clive. I'll pay you back, I promise.
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely in circle. We have myriad sightings of strange... If only we knew for certain by what route...
Well, if anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you.
What? Here?
Would that be a problem?
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne. Your poor people would surely...
You have nothing to worry about on that front.
Clive, have you got a minute?
Yeah, what's up?
We, have a guest.
A guest?
Hmm?
For your trouble.
It was a pleasure, in hindsight.
Oh, Byron! Let's go!
Clive, my boy!
Let's
Have a
go!
cask and stoke the ovens for your favourite uncle is here!
Love Uncle Byron. Meanwhile...
The Dalmekian government sues for peace.
How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmex empty their treasuries for us. Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire
Something's wrong with this kid. I don't know why, but
the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness. May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmex will withdraw their troops.
Fire could rid us of them
poor buddy over there. He, something about it. He ain't with
The
it.
men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can, and once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmex to send for him, he would
He's
not arrive
also
in time.
missing his hands.
As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, Your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
Bahamut seems like a cool guy.
Losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred.
That's
For every home
okay.
that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on.
Oh, he's really not with it.
Dion?
Yes, sire.
Dion seems like not a piece of shit.
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Oh, Jesus.
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
Bahamut versus Titan feels like that ground isn't gonna exist correctly anymore.
If that is your wish, Your Radiance, I shall depart at once.
Maybe he's also... Maybe we can get him on Team Killmon.
May Greagor forgive you.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
What?
Annabella's tales were true. You disappoint me, Dion.
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing here? Only one
I
way
have
to
so
find
many
out.
questions.
The Litlins have been up to their... There's just one thing after another around here.
Uncle Byron, let's go.
Ah, my dear...
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most, as are you, I hear. The Guardian, which is why I came. To learn the full...
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of...
I was. Aye.
Then I have questions for you.
Gladly. You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
2,000?
Okay, that framing was pretty good. That was strong. I like that.
And I'm afraid that it...
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kupka withdrew Wound.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dhalmekian fleet and recent reports of the... Come here and I'll show you.
Another lesson.
It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly, her royal navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. Or would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance. No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it.
So
what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
So that loser must be in the desert now. You should go there and kick his ass.
So it was the Waluders who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something a little... The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if they believed, or were made.
And you have your answer. To find Kupka, it may well have gone cold by now. But as they say in the Republic...
Allow me to accompany you. As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canberward on business after visiting you here.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned.
Very well, but be quick about it, my boy.
Time waits for no man.
Alright, Uncle.
Mid's finished outfitting her little workshop, I hear.
Otto, Kupka's at Drake's.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal. I won't risk any more than I have to. I promise.
The Lancer and the Fang are all Kupka's personal fief. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina Dap.
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's. And only Sid's. We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe...
Thanks.
So, what?
Don't look so worried.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto,
you can count on us.
All right, Uncle.
We shall.
Let's go. I gotta let Kupka know, it's very important.
I was a young man when last I walked this path. There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
So much to see.
Our destination lies over that dune, beyond the ruins. Mark 'em well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands. Many years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together, accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there until your brother arrived, but you hit your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
Just fighting a couple of things here or there, just so I can get them loaded into the bestiary.
Who do you think those soldiers were?
So, Lord Kupka's.
Just regular wild chocobos, right? Probably.
Ah, there she is. The good old Dalamil Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
What's wrong?
Look, there. Those are Ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stonehair. Our Waluda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them? Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal?
Would you rather be my squire?
I wonder who's upstairs. I'm sorry, Joshua's here? How you doing, Joshua?
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
I can't believe he's just here, but upstairs.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead's skin, we'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker, then.
Uh-oh.
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you!
Don't do this. You can't win this.
Sorry.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in Camber that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two. Friend.
Oh, that man eating, though. That man consuming.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
This will take me 2 seconds, Uncle. Yeah, alright. Can I get more for the burger? Bink? Oh, you're gonna pay for that one. You wanna go for a ride? Damn it. Oh. Die. You tried, brother. You gotta hit in, though. You gotta hit in, though. And sometimes that's all it takes.
For your trouble. Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
You don't want to say anything? Hey, I think your brother is downstairs.
Now's our chance. Your Grace?
I'm fine.
Oh, these poor fellows getting skadoosh.
Clive? What is it now?
We're gonna tell him I think Joshua was here?
It's nothing. Let's go.
I wonder if he did tell Byron about Joshua.
Well, we didn't know where to find Kupka before. We do now.
The Royalists said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang.
We should...
Ah, crap.
Ah, they've closed the road. and it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
Loser.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalamil, woman of mystery. But how will we find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Cid. Cid's other collaborators have all been people. I'll wager this, Rosina.
That would certainly help to narrow...
And that's exactly what I...
Anything I can... Allow me. My good man. We're seeking to expand...
Well, we're best known for our baths.
Thank you. Oh, no. Well...
Not exactly the most subtle, but could be worse, I guess.
What do you want? I won't keep you long. A woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is that...
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town...
Well, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. The owner's only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say?
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Cid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience. Believe you me.
Can I help you?
Yes, I'm a long-standing pillar of your community.
Then you should ask Ferd. He's been here for years. Try the baths.
Thank you, Kai.
Byron's such a dork. I think he should really have to be on an adventure.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Furder knows.
Hanging lanterns, keep the darkness from your door.
Excuse me.
I am.
I hope so. Do you know Rosina Dalamil?
And what business?
She was a close friend of mine.
Very well. Go to the bordello.
That seemed easy enough.
Do you think we can trust him?
Only as far as I think he'd...
So you're the ones who've been sniffing around.
Please don't fight us.
I beg your pardon?
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to lose it.
Alright, anyways.
This one. Over here. This one.
Alright, you losers ready to go on a ride again? I'm sorry. It didn't have to be like this. Can I get one? Burger. Yeah, you guys shouldn't have done that. That was probably a bad idea. That was probably not your smartest idea. I'm very strong.
Who are you working for?
He wanted us to...
Though one could hardly call that.
Lord Furder?
Look what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with the blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the Men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Yes, my lord. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
To the Lock of Leisure.
Alright, let's go.
Kneaded to a silken softness, like eating a
Take a sniff, good sir.
The finest fabric!
Is this the place?
Damn, that's a lot of weapons.
Lubor's Forge. So much for Rosina Dalamil.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must... Sorry. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means.
See that he gets it. Lubor, Lord Furder told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second.
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
I don't hate it.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Ha! Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
That's great, brother. Okay, but what do you want, though?
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're gonna listen to this.
We might as well hear him out. It's assuming he is an ally, of course.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man... Oh, but enough of the... I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalamil. Return
Alright,
to
what does
you
that
have
mean?
done so, and you shall have my aid.
What trouble? If you're
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselfly.
What did you call me?
My apologies. Follow the crystal. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy.
Ha! It will be easy. Let us divide our forces, Clive.
Look, Uncle. Follow the crystals.
I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Dalamil. Excuse me.
You've heard, then?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thieves. Pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our cup. Us common folk have hardly had a shard to share. And it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market, either. Whoever's...
Someone's taking your crystals? Alright, I was expecting something like, oh, the Blight's here, so we should destroy their mother crystal. Because, hey, 2 birds, 1 stone, right?
Do you have a moment?
Depends what for.
Just a question. Dalamil seems to be
Well, we're a stone's throw from the soldiers guarding the mother crystal and the shipments. The men on the rock throw their money about like this.
Is that so?
Alright.
deposit.
Light me
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
You wouldn't believe how much he gave me. What can I do for you, soldier?
I'm not a soldier.
Oh, then be off with you. I serve.
You have...
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't
That's
want to
a
be stuck under some
interesting way to say that. Okay.
No, just leave.
I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use. He'll probably be back at the inn by now.
It's in Castle Dasmond. You too can live like a lord.
Look at the inn. There we go.
Why is the tavern shut?
It's you, the one who broke all our furniture.
Okay, in
What
my
do you
defense,
want?
that wasn't my
Haven't you
fault.
caused enough?
I'm looking for my pal.
The gentleman who was with you.
Thank you.
Technically, that wasn't my fault. That was the other guy's fault. They started it. You know?
Let me treat you. I'm pretty flush.
Huh?
Uh-oh.
Will this suffice?
This ends.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy.
All right. But not here. What are you doing, Uncle?
What was all that about?
Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things. But my uncharacteristic indiscretion, they took me aside and said they could procure the crystallized.
So the pearl was...
I thought they'd ask for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500. A small price to pay for admittance. But enough about my little act of
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been... I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for else.
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then, and put an end to the trouble, Lubor.
Ha! That prick. It just goes to show one should never underestimate a... I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy.
Ooh,
far
stuff.
from prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support if things turn sour.
Of course.
I'll take it from here.
Alright, just be careful, Uncle. Oh, they really just have been stealing all the crystals.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord.
All the silver and stone.
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yeah?
Of course.
Not bad at... But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the...
Because these crystals are no longer the property of you're buying from them.
From who?
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a...
Royalists.
Why? To collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. And...
Oh,
being
you
such
dickheads.
good friends, we elected to increase. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed...
Did you get all that? They're in.
So it would seem.
My lord!
Double-crossing dogs. Kill them.
Kill them both!
Oh no, I wonder what he's gonna do. Anyways, let's go for a ride. The big one.
It's not over yet, Uncle. I'm just getting warmed up. This
Boom. Why did you cast Kier? You didn't have to do that. Do you wanna give it a shot? Go for it. How did you make that work? How could you have done this?
over here. Stay down.
Oh hey look, some more losers. Oh, not warbirds. Do it. Do it. Do it. Yeah. Man, you guys should try being better.
Well, how'd you like my performance, huh?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. Such a shame you didn't have more of an...
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's soul. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so...
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the... Well...
Indeed it is. The people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men. Until you two came along. Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town.
Yeah, no problem. Do love me a little bit of Robin Hood-esque crime.
It occurs to me that I still...
Clive.
So, Sid, well, Clive, you held up your end of the bargains. To tell the truth, you
Yes,
helped
please.
a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed, and those left behind have been encouraged to look.
Thank you. And please, you still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust?
Oh, dear.
And my name is not Greybeard.
No, thank you very much, Greybeard.
Double the...
What an ass.
Here.
A new crest. A new seal.
Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be...
Thank you, Luke.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses. Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Sid.
Nice.
Omia Lostelan. Tuisa Achilles.
I'm trusting you, Cid. Or should I say, Clive? So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold.
Alright, I'll get the job done.
Well then.
Thank you.
Not at all.
Come on, Uncle.
Let's go. Not a side mission.
Plates and pots! Holes and masons! Everything I've worked for. All those years of toil.
You alright?
Hey,
The
what's
baths are
up?
closed. On second thought, perhaps you...
That depends on...
I'd have you save my business. The baths. The water. I've no doubt that my woes, but I can't go and investigate for fear of... I'm bound to these baths.
Alright.
Sure.
Wonderful. It's not... Leave the market by the south gate. The smell of salt. These baths are all that my life...
Seems odd. And of course, there's another side mission where we just left. Alright, what do you need?
Perhaps Forge Master Luber's having fun at Mike's.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Neither would. Oh, wait. Sorry. I'm Sava, Master Luber's least accomplished, soon-to-be former apprentice if I don't pass this test. People are buying up weapons faster than the Briar's Kiss can... He wants me to make a carving knife, one that embodies the... I don't suppose...
I'm afraid.
Never mind. Thought...
Maybe I can
Give
help
you a hand if you
somehow.
like. I know how busy the Briar's Kiss has been.
I'd be a fool to...
So,
Good question. And then there's this little riddle.
the way I see it, there's only one way we need information.
You're right. Now, there's plenty of folk in doubt. There's the butcher. They're bound to have an opinion. All right. I'll talk to everyone.
All right.
Let's hope there's someone.
I suppose it might be easier to start here first.
Trust Lubor to take a simple test and turn it into a riddle. I better get to it.
What I'm hearing.
Welcome.
A question. I need to know what makes a good...
You a blacksmith or something?
something.
Fair enough. Now, first and foremost, it's got to hold an edge. Most knives give me a blade which can slice through anything that crosses my chopping block.
So a knife that stays...
Alright.
The finest fabric!
Take a sniff.
Needed to a silken softness.
Made from the stoutest stoneware. Silver platters. Ah, they've opened the gate.
Lubor was true to his word.
Gotta find that second person.
What is it?
Sorry.
Hunter?
I have a question.
Has to be able to put up with some punishment. Your knife snaps.
Thank you.
All business, eh?
So, a carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation. Let's hope Sava had better luck than I did.
Just look at the detail.
Yes, they're quite sweet.
So, you learn anything useful, or...?
Only that a blade should be durable.
All the cook said was that he's too heavy and they do his...
So we're no better off than when we start. Perhaps Lubor didn't mean anything, but that can't be right. I've bandied enough words with the man to know that he'd know.
No doubt you're right. I have to make a start soon.
Agreed.
Right. Trouble is, it's meaning someone is gonna...
Is there no one else you can turn to?
The other apprentices know better than to help me with my test. A merchant, a favourite of Forge Master Lubor's, who I bet she'd know.
Okay.
Any luck?
Well, I asked her.
If you're looking to make a knife that will impress a mother, they're just not that viable. Featherlight adamantite knives will get passed from generation to generation. Never knew that adamantite ore is unique to Ash. So
and it's beyond
unique to Ash. Are there any materials unique to Dalamil? Something which...
What are you getting at?
You said that Lubor trained you to work iron, but he would have known that it would either be too heavy or too brittle for a car.
if it's cheap metal you're using. Folk first settled Dalamil to get it in mid-hand. If you know that...
Bloody hell, I don't suppose you...
It's hardly my speciality, but...
Looks like I've got some learning to do. Clive, I hate to ask...
Limestone. Besides...
You'll have no trouble finding...
Where'd I get it?
Right you are.
Alright.
Ah, I'm not too late.
What is it,
Oh?
Lubor?
What's up?
A question that I neglect. Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang.
Just as I thought. Then allow me to share a secret. Drake's Fang is currently Talmeki and Walud are allies, and as you have seen, their soldiers work hand in glove. But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make...
Not by choice.
And there's more. My man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for... I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait. If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. That you will end... I've lost one Cid already. If I lose another...
I don't plan on dying. Not before.
Well, so long as you have a plan.
Thank you for that information.
Drake's Fang should be just beyond these springs. Shall we press on?
Oh. That's a 1. That's a 2. And that's a 3.
One rock looks a lot like another. But hopefully this is what Seven needs.
Come on, girl. The gate's open now. We can press on. Don't tell me
Good
you've
girl.
got some roots.
Figured it makes the most sense to try and clear this up over here.
By the flames. That explains the heat. Out of the frying pan. This one.
Oh, you look special.
Get him.
Rude. He is beefy. Yeah. Okay, alright. That's a level up, let's go.
That's cool.
Alright, back to town.
This is no good. I was hoping to get out of the heat for a little while.
I wasn't sure. I hope this is.
Got the stuff you needed.
You are one. You and that merchant boat. She's now.
Show me what cool thing you make.
A knife forged from the very.
It's a fine looking.
That sounds like my cue.
I'm sorry, Forge Master.
Let's take a look then, shall. First things first, Sava, do you what do I think? It's sharp-ish, and it's heavy. You might not think it just to hold it for a moment, but sell that to a cook and you'll never hear the end. It looks like someone paid a visit. The limestone was a step in the right direction, granted.
And I was so certain.
I don't know who you found to teach you that little trick. Next question. How much do you think I would
well, if I...
And who would be able to... The butcher? The hunter? Dalimil is home to humble traders, not rule number one in any business, Sava. Know your customers.
Yes, Forge Master.
That's smart.
I'd say you're worth keeping around a little. Starting tomorrow, you'll have an
I will.
Let's go.
What would you...
I'd do what I always do. If it was for the butcher, I'd make sure it holds an edge. For the hunter, I'd make it as tough as Titan. For the cook, light as a feather. And for the nobleman...
Man is in a constant state of getting his money up.
It looks like congratulations.
I couldn't have done it so much for the Forge. The spirit of Dalimil had meaning.
You've passed your test.
And when I do...
Good job, buddy. Ooh, goblin coin.
My carpets have
The most fragrant herbs. Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
Made from the stoutest.
There he is. Won't you? I was hoping we'd be seeing the baths grow more bearable by the moment. It won't be long.
I'm glad to hear it.
Now, tell me this. What?
Not what I expected, that's for certain.
Found a bunch of bombs.
You tell her fine. That's not to say I don't believe you, though. Creatures made of flame, eh? That's something new to worry about.
You don't have those
But
here?
I've burdened you with my worries enough already. Here, a small something by way of thanks. Right. It's high time I got back to work. With a little luck, the day might yet be salvaged.